Hello, my front wheel skids, Spurs fans, football fans, YouTube fans. This one's probably for everybody. This isn't really about football, it's about YouTube. I've just watched that gentleman's video on why he's leaving YouTube on March 31st. So that can give you a bit of a thing on who I'm talking about. And YouTube controls you. You do not control YouTube. From when you get your first 500 subscribers and you get your viewing hours up to a certain rate, YouTube wants to monetize you. It gives you the option to monetize. As soon as they give you the option to monetize, that's when the problems set in for everybody. It gives you super chats and memberships. So you sit there your first week, you've earned 40 quid off people giving you super chats and memberships. You start relying on that as an income. So in turn, because you're relying on that as a sort of income, it makes you want to work harder to get 1,000 subs, to get even more monetized, to get the advertisements monetization. So you've got 1,000 subs, you've got your monetized adverts in, and you're making another 40 quid on top. And then all of a sudden, you're thinking, hold on, I only done an hour and I made 40 quid. I'll do another hour, make 80 quid. Oh, I'll do another hour. All of a sudden, you are doing video after video after video with maximum adverts in to earn maximum money out of YouTube. You're monetized. You are now relying on that income for your well-being, your roof over your head, for a bit of extra cash to supplement what you already earn. So YouTube is controlling you, it's controlling your income, because it wants you to make more money so they can take more money off you. When someone gives you a super chat, you don't get all the money. YouTube take off a percentage. The advertisements, you can pay premium not to see the advertisements. And at the same time, they're paying content creators to have more advertisements. It's all about money. YouTube controls you. You get to a certain point after about, I would say about 3,000, 4,000, say about 5,000 subs, where you think to yourself, I can start earning quite a good little bit of income out of this. And then people get greedy and they will sit there for 3 hours, 1 hour in the morning, 3 hours in the afternoon, another 3 hours at night. Before you've known, 9 hours. We'll get back to the gentleman's video where you're spending 9 hours in front of a computer screen and life's passing you by. That's the simple reality of the subject. And then to have the trolls, the nasty comments, people abusing your family, and all that on top, mate, it's even horrible, isn't it? You know? Totally horrible. But YouTube is a nasty place. You know, you can succumb to that wanting to do that drama video. I've done the drama video. I've done a couple of drama videos. And you get your ego massaged. You know, 3,000 views. Until you wake up in the morning and think, oh, why the fuck did I do that? Why the fuck did I do that? I just fell into the fucking trap that I was fighting against. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong, I've said stuff about other content creators. But the things that I have said about other content creators is the immoral side of it, where they was abusing people, abusing children, verbally abusing children, should I say. I'll rephrase that. Verbally abusing children, verbally abusing parents, giving out females' addresses, putting things on their community posts that were abusive, starting off, what did we call them? Starting off the gossip about someone that wasn't true. You know, I've always had a moan about that. You know, if you're an old subscriber, you obviously know. So YouTube's controlling everything. It's controlling all that. You know, this is why they don't put in certain rules. The rules ain't there. Because they want the controversy. They want the drama. And as that gentleman said in his video, the more negative in anything, the more clicks, the more money you make. So when Tottenham lose, the more negative people are, the more people come on. Clicks, views. It's about the views. It's about getting the people in, about getting the revenue in, and then you start relying on it. That's the formula I'm talking about. You know, you can't be positive on YouTube. It doesn't get you nowhere. It's negativity gets you everywhere. And this is how the negativity breeds. It breeds two-facedness. It breeds the screenshots being shared. It breeds the people stepping on each other's toes just to get ahead in life, just to get that extra fucking bit of revenue. It breeds the hangers-on, i.e. the collaborators. Oh, could I come on your show? Yeah, I'll invite you on. Because you're running out of content, so you're inviting other people to collaborate because you're trying to get more viewing hours. And at the same time, a lot of these collaborators who collaborate with you, I would have said 95% of them, they're not your friend. They're just other YouTubers who's fell into the trap. YouTube is controlling them, you know, instead of you controlling your own YouTube. This is why I keep unlisting videos and changing my name. I ain't feeding into the algorithm. I'm not feeding into the constant wanting to be monetized. I just wanted to tell people the truth. You know, whether it was right truth or wrong truth, or I've got it wrong or I've got it right. It was just a way of getting it off my chest. You know, for my mental health. I actually started this, to be honest with you, really honest with you. I started this just to get things off my chest onto a bit of video. You know, put it out there. And then a lot of people were starting to agree with me. But I've gone from 300 views to now 37 views, 40 views. I'm not worried. I'm not worried about monetization. I'm not worried about fucking subs and likes. I constantly parody it and put a sub and a like sticker on and take the piss and, you know, light relief. Bit of light relief from the mundane of being a dad with 2 kids and all the stresses in UK society. And that's all it is. But for some people, YouTube are controlling them. They're using it as an income. And then it gets serious. You know, don't fuck with my income. And that's how the clicks basically become, isn't it? You know, they're stopping me making money. I've got to fucking step up. And the only way human beings know how to step up is hate, gossip, manipulation, mate. And the WhatsApp groups, that's the worst of it. That's the worst of it. The WhatsApp groups, people getting your phone number. They can abuse you. They can send you screenshots. They could also be on the other side of manipulation. They can be the manipulator, where they will tell you, like, I'll give you an example. I sat in a chat for a whole year, a year and a half, no trouble whatsoever, until a certain content creator and the cronies come along, and that content creator thought, oh, hold on, you know, I've got a content creator coming with all the cronies. My subscriptions have gone up, my views are going up, so they're feeding into YouTube. YouTube's controlling you. And then I get a WhatsApp message saying this person is going to do this and say this in the next couple of weeks. Watch yourself. In a WhatsApp phone message that they've obviously got my number off of someone else, or they're in the same group. They've messaged me, and lo and behold, I got vilified for saying Yid Army. But at the same time I got vilified for saying Yid Army, it started me off on a research of how underhanded and how the clicks and how everything works on YouTube, and understanding it all. And it was no different to a rock band getting famous and having hangers on and wanting to step on your head because YouTube's controlling them to make more money. And at the same time, I'm getting WhatsApp messages. That person's continuously buying subs, John. Look at it. Look at their videos. And I'm noticing the patterns myself. Yeah? This is nothing to do with a Spurs channel, by the way, in case you're wondering. Totally another football team. But they was going through all the football channels. They was going through the Spurs channels, the Arsenal channels, the West Ham channels, because YouTube was controlling them. Because they was earning 40 quid. Oh, I know, if I get onto more football channels, if I get onto more viewing hours, if I get onto this, I can earn 80 quid. And for people that ain't got no money, when they do that, they're greedy. So YouTube controls them. It's all about greed. It's all about the money, isn't it? That's just one example. I can give you quite a few examples of how people get manipulated on YouTube, but it's besides the point of this video. I just wanted to give you an example with no names mentioned, no harmful fucking stuff mentioned. So I can concur with that gentleman's video when he says about YouTube, it's just become an horrible place. It's always been an horrible place. As soon as you put monetization in respect of what they're doing, instead of just giving everyone who gets to 500 subs advertisement revenue, yeah, and make it a fair playing field, i.e. non-algorithmic videos, people only get what they search for, then it will never be fair. But when they introduced the update for the algorithm, where you all got to use the same tag words, the same catchphrases, the same descriptions, the SEO tags, the fucking everything else, the algorithm. It's to make money. It's controlling. It's all controlling. And if you ain't getting controlled enough, fucking hell. That's why you see me go through so many different names. Fuck the algorithm. Fuck the tags. I've played social experiment after social experiment with tags, titles, thumbnails. And you know what? I'm just playing with it because I'm not monetized. I don't care. I'm unique. I think I'm quite unique in the respect that I'm doing YouTube for a totally different reason to 99.9% of people. It's just an outlet. Just an outlet. Picked up. And I tell you right now, out of all the 2 years that I've done YouTube, I've picked up maybe 2 or 3 good friends. And then all of a sudden I've had to drop 2 good friends just because of the trust issues that I've got. To be honest with you, trust issues. And all I rely on now is just probably one person who I know off YouTube, and they're my friend, and that's it. Just due to trust issues. Or 2 people, maybe 2 people. And it's all due to trust issues, you know. You can't get friendly with people who you meet off YouTube. Don't be silly, eh? Come on. Come on, we're living in a fantasy world here where people are fucking going out with people on YouTube. I've seen relationships start on YouTube and peter out on YouTube and get manipulated by people on YouTube. Wow. As an older geezer, you see it all and you think to yourself, oh, mate, you're so naive. They're like children. Obviously ain't lived a life, you know. Maybe it is because I come from Bethnal Green and from a very early age, I know that the world's fucking damn sight shite. You know what I mean? Everyone's out for themselves. Fuck me. Especially the life that I've lived. If you've got a bag filled up with something and people want that thing, they'll be your friend. When that bag's empty, no friends to be seen. You know? That old analogy. And that guy's channel was filled up with subscribers, filled up with people talking in the chat. And that's why people want to be your friend. So don't be naive, Mr. Gentleman, who's leaving YouTube on March the 31st, and use other content creators. Don't let YouTube control you. Be authentic, be real. There's not many real, authentic content creators online. It's an horrible, horrible place. It's terrible. Getting controlled by an algorithm. No, it's all nasty. It's all nasty. If YouTube wasn't like this, it was just normal, you just put videos up, then you wouldn't see 3/4 of these people putting videos up because there'd be no point to it. You still see me here because it's an outlet for my mental health, for getting it off my chest. But the rest of them you wouldn't see here. And as I said, I've got other videos, I've got other channels as well. You know, I go and record graveyards on and off. Do a little bit about France when I'm over there. They're not big channels. Some of them have got 6 subscribers. I don't care about the subscriptions. Don't care. Don't care about the views. It's just to use it in my way. It's like a memory bank. So I can say to my wife, do you know what? I'm going to put that video on just because I want to go back to that place. And I can't remember the name of it offhand, but I can go back to the video. And the graveyards that I do, it's just about something different. It's what I enjoy as an hobby. You know, if I'm in a certain place, I like to go and walk around the graveyard. I don't know why. I just find it interesting. I don't find it at all scary. It's just something I've always done. So I'm controlling my YouTube my way rather than YouTube controlling me. Anyway, have a good day. Take care. I hope that's all come out nice without people taking the wrong way about this video. It wasn't about drama. It wasn't about hate. It was about understanding why people quit and how YouTube controls you and how it all turns to shit when you put the pan note inside it. You know what I mean? Anyway, have a good one. Take care. God bless. Remember, take care. Brush Johnny's one hair.